Lung Vitality Tincture is a great one to have on hand for things like asthma or when you have those bronchial illnesses like pneumonia or bronchitis or any type of respiratory infection. This pairs great with the cough relief. When you're really sick, you'll want to use both of them because they help you have those productive coughs, but then at the same time, open up the airways, open up the passageways, help you breathe better.
My dad has had lung issues for a long time. He just feels like something gets stuck in those bronchioles. So we've done a lot of work on those, and taking this lung tincture, it's his favorite one. He's like, wow, it really clears my lungs. I also have a friend who has a little boy that struggled with asthma, and he started taking this, and when he takes it consistently, he rarely needs his inhaler. So it's helped a lot. He's been afraid to completely go over to it. But when you don't have to use your inhaler as much, that's a pretty big win for taking this tincture.
I think that's what I love about tinctures so much is that because we're getting the whole herb in a usable way for our body, it just helps balance everything out. And when we have issues, it's because there's a break in the chain somewhere and it's just filling in those gaps and making us whole. We move away a little bit from our standard tincture making protocol with this one because we end up using a third raw apple cider vinegar to 2/3 vodka when we steep the tincture. And with the apple cider vinegar, it's so great for the lungs. So it's wonderful that it's included. But you'll want to make sure you're using the raw apple cider vinegar that includes the mother. If you know what I mean, it says the mother right on the label. And that will be your most holistic form to use in the tincture. Once you've let your tincture steep in the apple cider vinegar and the vodka, and you've pressed it, then we add one last thing at the end, and that's 1 ounce of peppermint essential oil. And that just brings it full circle in helping with our lungs. And if you're rotating your way to health with us in our monthly classes, this would be the tincture you would want to use in all of October, where we focus on our lungs and helping that lung system renew itself.
So with lungs, we always think our lungs are just doing fine. But again, we're breathing in toxins all the time. So our lungs have to deal with those. And honestly, not as a scare tactic or anything, but doctors will call lung cancer the silent killer because we won't know. Like our lungs will be strong and everything's fine. We might get shortness of breath or whatever, and eventually go to the doctor and they're like, you have stage 4 lung cancer. Like, wait, where did that come from? My lungs have been fine. So just focusing, even for that 1 month, if you think everything's fine with your lungs and you never need this, if you just take it in October and really work on strengthening your lungs, you're going to be able to keep them healthy for years and years and years.